Our sign language interpreter is Meresha Owiti. The Africa Climate Summit entered day 2 today with leaders pushing for what they call climate justice. The presidents are saying that without it, Africa will only remain a leader in climate action by word, but not by deed. According to delegates attending the week-long summit, the implementation of the Loss and Damage Fund would also mean support to vulnerable countries and utilization of climate-friendly resources within the continent. Experts say Africa has over 60% energy transition potential, which once utilized could change the climate narrative. But what will it take for the industrialized nations to honor this compensation agreement? Purity Museo-Nzuki reports.
The second day of the African Climate Summit, delegates continued to push for full utilization of Africa's energy potential through massive investments and compensation. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres setting the stage for a debate that seems to have added salt to an injury that African nations have been trying to nurse.
Reaching these targets requires climate justice. Developed countries must present a clear and credible roadmap to double adaptation finance by 2025 as a first step towards devoting at least half of all climate finance to adaptation. And they must also keep their promise to provide $100 billion a year to developing countries for climate support and fully replenish the Green Climate Fund.
When he took the stage, President William Ruto seemed to hit directly at the industrialized nations when he used the saying that until the lion learned the art of writing, all stories glorified the hunter.
We have been profiled negatively. The continent of disease, war, poverty. But we are stepping forward to say, look here, Africa is the continent with 60% of the world's renewable energy assets. That is why Chinua Achebe told us that until the lion learned the art of writing, all stories glorified the hunter.
Ruto, who addressed the delegation that included over 10 heads of state and government, took the opportunity and challenged his counterparts to aim at going green first before industrialization.
Let those who need the resources get, not those who don't. In the last experience, those who did not need the resources got more than those who needed the resources. We need to have a paradigm shift this time round.
On his part, COP28 President Dr. Sultan Al Jaber said that he was confident that Africa's agenda during the upcoming November conference in UAE will not be ignored this time round.
The World Bank estimates that every dollar spent on climate adaptation brings an average of $4 in benefits. It simply makes sense for Africa to get a fairer share of global climate finance.
This summit is a crucial step to prepare the upcoming COP28 meeting and to make sure that Africa's voice resonates around the world and that Africa's priorities as a continent that is most affected by climate change are duly taken on board. Today, I'm here not only to listen to you, but also to bring Europe's offer to be your ally at COP28.
The deliberations come to a close on Wednesday, with delegates aiming to find common climate global solutions. Purity Museo-Nzuki, KTN News.
From talking the talk to walking the talk.